Welcome to day 11 in the Atkins boot camp, and everyone got caught up today with all your homework assignments, so that's great. A lot of good action within the Atkins Diet Boot Camp, and I wanted to announce the winner of the Iron Chef Challenge. And the winner is Rudacb with his cheese crisps featuring green pepper on them, as well as stuffed green peppers. I thought the presentation that he did was superb. I thought he was really good in front of the camera, and I really thought it was the best cooking video that I saw amongst them all. However, the competition was really, really high. It went from Maya's chili rellenos, which was a very close second. It was very difficult to decide between the two, and it really came down to 2 out of the 3 judges picked Rudacb's, and the other judge picked the chili relleno. So it was a mixed decision. So Maya, you definitely had at least one of the judges' votes. There were 3 judges who voted on this, one of them being myself. The other one happened to be my wife, who viewed all the Iron Chefs wannabes, and she was one that just, I had to prompt her. You have to choose one of them, and she wanted to give the award to all of you. But unlike in Little League baseball, there are winners in the Iron Chef Challenge. And the 3rd judge was Rochelle77, who is one of my super cool friends on YouTube, another weight loss vlogger, and I'll put her link over to the right-hand side that you can view her weight loss vlogs. Have a look at her videos, and I want to thank her for participating in the Iron Chef Challenge. And with that, he's going to be labeled the Iron Chef for the next 3 days, so help me congratulate him in his operations. And coincidentally, he happens to be the only one who sent me a question. And without any further ado, here's his question.
I've been meaning to ask it, so I'll ask it now. I found this stuff a couple weeks ago, before we went on induction. This Walden Farms calorie-free raspberry fruit spread. Now, Walden Farms...
And his question was, what do I think about it? And he goes and reads the ingredients, just like we did on our label reading or ingredient reading exercise. Triple filtered water, acceptable, raspberry flavor, again good, like he said. However, then it comes down to the raspberry crumbles. And like my induction isn't just 20 grams of carbs or less. Really, it's about sensitivity to certain proteins or certain foods. And while raspberry crumbles may be 0 calories, it still has the raspberry proteins in it and the raspberry amino acids in it in terms of being bite-sized forms. And how they can label it as 0 carbs and 0 calories is that if it's just simply less than 1, they can label it as 0. So even if it's up to 0.9 calories per serving, they can still label it as 0. All the other things, the sucralose, the citric acid, the cellulose gel, the red cabbage color, the xanthan gum, and the sodium benzoate, which was a preservative, all those are perfectly fine, although a little bit more chemically than I probably would like. The one that really got me was the raspberry crumbles, and certain people have sensitivities to food, and induction is about getting back to a base level of calories, a base level of food that you can build upon. And certainly very acceptable food for within the berry and melons phase, which is like rung 3 or 4, depending upon how you want to progress through an ongoing weight loss phase. But yes, good food, just not for induction. All right, that comes down to day 11's homework challenge. Today's homework challenge is we all get challenged by our co-workers and friends. Even you've said in your videos was, I admit to what plan I'm doing, and they say, you shouldn't be doing that. It's hard on you. You're going to die. I've seen that more often than not. If you've read through my videos, you've seen post after post by anti-Atkins people saying, well, it's good to lose weight, but you'll gain the weight right back. It's good to lose weight, but it's really hard on your organs. This challenge is about responding to that, responding to those specific challenges to you. And you will have to investigate and read what the negative comments are, read the negativity in the links that I'm going to provide, and then respond back to one of the posts. You can get your information from anywhere you want, anywhere on the web, La Vida Low Carb website happens to be one of the places that consolidates a lot of the Atkins rebuttals. I've done a couple of rebuttals in my videos. It's about taking one of the 5 or so myths that gets propagated about the low carb lifestyle and rebutting them. Because you know what, we're going to have to do that. Just telling these people to go away isn't always enough. Sometimes you'd like to tell them to go away and then tell them why. Or tell them they're wrong, tell them they're misinformed, and here's the better information. And then instead of just making an enemy or just making a person who still remains in the dark about it, you might even bring them over to your side and get them in a low-carb lifestyle, a low-carb follower as well. So today's episode, you're supposed to respond to one of the 5 misconceptions or myths about the Atkins diet lifestyle that I'm going to post on the right-hand side inside the video notes, and respond to that from information gathered from elsewhere across the web. Once you respond in your video notes section, I want to see your bibliography. I want to see where you got your information from. So that should be day 11's homework assignment. I look forward to seeing your rebuttals, and have a good day. And as BA said, hoo-ah!